Hey, this is Bill Monaghan. I wanted to show you guys my settlements in Fallout 4. I've gone back a few saves back to the day I got back to Sanctuary Hills with the companions I took with me to complete the main quest. I have a mod that lets me take more than one companion. I have it set to take 3. I took Piper. You see, you deserve to be in on it. Same with Deacon. Kate's just my favorite companion. I have another mod that lets me take yeah, the game pauses when it saves there and pauses the recording, but anyway, yeah, Heather's another companion from a mod, and then I have another mod that lets me take dog meat along with anybody else. But I went back just to show you how Sanctuary Hills looks now, which there's not much to it. There's only about, let's see, there's only about 12 people living here, maybe more. Yeah, 12 people. Haven't really developed the front part at all. I'm not using that building. I have just like double set of walls, just by accident. I had some extra walls when I moved my defenses up the street, and just set them there. Just I didn't want to tear them down in case I needed them later. And but then the settlement starts here, and it's just the old houses. I think I'm not even sure anybody lives there yet. But oh, and this is another thing I wanted to show you guys. I've been using, and I love it, this huge family of mods called Sim Settlements, where you can, instead of hand building all your shops and settler housing, you can do it one of many ways. You can kind of zone that out like you would in Sim City, and they'll build their own commercial and industrial and residential lots, agricultural lots. And they'll develop over time as the community grows. It's brilliant. This is, right now it's the only SimCity element I have in Sanctuary Hills. I built a junkyard here. It kind of replaces, and you could use those too. You could, it basically replaces those scrapping stations for gathering resources, but it makes a little industry out of it. I set that up for Sturges to work while he's here, and yeah, it's a nice little thing. Unfortunately, I got to take all my Sim Settlements out of Sim Settlement elements.
There's ferals or crazy animal lovers. Can't think of anyone else that could stand it. Oh, aliens maybe.
There she is. Oh, there she is. Anyway, yeah, I got to take them all out because I have a whole bunch of mods in here, like 140, I think, at my count. But so I'm sure there's some conflicts. But one of the settings in Sim Settlements, you can just turn it over to a mayor, one of your companions, and they'll run the whole town for you. You don't even have to plot things out; they do it. And I got a bunch of settlements working that way, but one of them. Up here further. Here we go. Oberlin Station. I can't approach it. If I come this way down the tracks, crash the desktop. If I try to cross the creek, crash. Come up the railroad tracks, crash. I haven't even tried to come this way. If you get too close, it'll crash. I have to come up from up here, and it crashed. So I got this big, glowing sea-size hole in the Commonwealth, and I want to remove it. I think it's because, and Sim Settlements, oh, I'm sorry, I got lost track. What I was saying there was going into build mode. Yeah, I have to pull these out because Sim Settlements does have functionality where you can remotely remove the Sim Settlements elements from that community and then presumably go in and fix it up, but that's not working in my game for some reason. So I started going around just to take out all my Sim Settlement pieces, and you just scrap them, step back because they do explode. And then I ended up rebuilding another garage junkyard there, and then there's really not much else to see. This is the Rose's house across the street from my old house, and that's Sturges' room. Preston, that used to be his room back there, but he lives at the castle now. Pretty much the way you find it is how I left it. Hey Carla, my house over here. Cooking's done over here. We've got Mama Murphy installed over this way. Her bedroom, she don't use it, but it's back there. It's my room. Turn my old bedroom into my office, and then there's this kind of crummy cement block building back here that has the shops I have: the clothing shop, the general store, and the clinic. They're all in here unadorned. But that's about to change. Like I said, I want to go through all my settlements, and here's the back gate here. I don't have this part developed out at all. Oh, well, that's where the, to finish the main quest, you got to build that thing. There's the ruins of that thing up there. Anyway, that's the settlement as it stands, and I'm going to quit out of here and go back to my current save, and we'll walk through it again now that it's largely built back up. See you in a second here. In real life, in several days in game terms. Didn't mean to show you that just yet. I've been working on a few projects around town. One I want to show you now, the main one, is my replacement scrapyard. It's Sturges' garage. It's mainly built with warehouse pieces, and I have a few mods that give you some extra development, extra elements to place around your lots. This motorcycle is actually a rideable one. I don't use it much because kind of glitched up a couple of my companions where they would get stuck and not follow me around, not go home. And it took a while to fix it, so I just basically don't use it anymore. Maybe if I travel without companions, I can ride around on it. Now let me take care of the food situation here. No, I just cooked some food. Is that edible? So we found some squirrel. There we go. Alright, but yeah, here's Sturges' little office here. I've moved my weapons and armor workbench and my power armor workstation into the garage. Over here's a little junkyard area. Oh, there's a couple scrapping stations here. Sturges works one of them, and then a couple extras for when I get more settlers here. Right now there's only 12 settlers in the whole town, which is one of the reasons that junkyard didn't develop past level 1. And I know I can squeeze a lot more settlers into these houses. I'm only using like 4 or 5 of them. Kind of don't like how they look on the inside. I've been fiddling with them. One of my mods has allows you to use these flat pieces of board. Kind of go into build mode so I can highlight them. This kind of let me patch the roofs. Yeah, but everything's all disgusting. A lot of the junk on the floor, even with the scrap all mod that I'm using, you still can't pick up some of the junk in a lot of the rooms. But this is Sturges' bedroom in here, and then across the hall it was originally Preston Garvey's room, but he lives in at the castle now, so I'm not sure somebody's occupying that bed, but I'm not sure who. This, I might want to flesh this out more. It's kind of a sitting room. It's yeah, you don't really have to have living rooms and dining rooms in every house because people tend to congregate together. Across the street is my old house, and it's, whoop, let me get that out of there. And it's my house now. Mama Murphy lives here. There's her special chair. Her bedroom's back here. Sean's room is now my bedroom. Yeah, there's some of those more of those boards you can use to cover up holes in the walls. Ceiling. I used a bunch of those in this room to cover up those holes. But you know, it still looks kind of crappy. But I've kind of decided this part of the settlement is going to be kind of like the old town, and then if it starts getting really big, I want to develop along the waterfront. And then here's my little office space here. But it gives a pretty nice view of town. Desk. So now I got a couple other projects in the works that
Don't much care for good neighbor.
at the top of the loop up here. I started to build a power plant. It's right there. It's large. I need to decorate it inside, and I've been running wiring so I can get wiring across the settlement to the bar, the building that's going to be the bar. And that's the power plant. I still need to decorate that some before I'm ready to show it to you. And then you go back this way to there's the garage again. Yeah, I'm really happy with how that came out. Looks nice in the day too, but I like it with the lights on. And this big barn structure is going to be our lounge and nightclub. And that's what I'm putting most of my work into next. And probably what I'll show you, show you that and the power station next. But I'm going to go dark here and start working on finishing this building. But thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you later.